Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your Will My Love Come Back to Me series for the month of September. For those of you who are just now tuning in, these are generalized readings, so not everything in the reading may pertain to you. I am available to answer any questions as well as to do private readings and can be reached at mantraflowtarot@gmail.com. So, the first card in the spread is the Queen of Swords, and this represents the type of energy or where you're at in regards to this dynamic, this relationship. And when we're working with this type of energy, the Queen of Swords can come across as being, as I like to put it, rather sharp. Her delivery can sometimes be misunderstood as harsh or hurtful. I will say about the Queen of Swords is that her intentions are really good. She is communicating in a way, she's speaking her truth in a way to make things better, although it can be often misunderstood. And I think that especially in this type of dynamic, when you have all these emotions flowing, it's really easy to get your feelings hurt, even though that's not her intent. You know, she's more of a tough love type of girl or type of energy. However, I will say that her intention in regards to this dynamic is to make the situation better, although her delivery isn't always the best. Now, where your partner's at in regards to this situation is the Queen of Cups. They are in a much more emotional type state. Now, the energy of the Queen of Swords, back to this type of energy, is very present and upfront, where the energy of the Queen of Swords, or excuse me, the Queen of Cups, is more introverted. This person is going deep within, trying to figure out and asking the deepest questions in regards to this relationship. They're doing this type of work internally, and I think that in regards to this dynamic, we have two very strong personalities who have a very different way of communicating. Both of their intent is to make things better. However, the work that they're doing is internal, where the work that the Queen of Swords is doing is external. They're way more vocal. Now, what's working against the Chariot, or excuse me, what's working against you is the Chariot, and this has to do with, I think, pushing this type of change. You want to get out of the space that you guys are in and into a different one. Now, we're also, again, I know I keep coming back to the Queen of Swords. Everything about this type of energy is fast, especially with these two cards together. Very fast, quick-moving energy. This can indicate that, again, the delivery isn't the best. And the transition isn't smooth, and that sometimes when we're working with this change, that the Queen of Swords wants it to be really sudden and without much thought to the other partner. Now, what's interesting is because what's working against your partner is the Knight of Swords. So it's really interesting because I think that even though they're doing this really deep, introspection, reflection type of work, they have another side to them in regards to the Knight of Swords. I think that even though they keep their decisions or where they're at to themselves, sometimes they can change their mind rather abruptly. And also this touches on maybe even, some immaturity. And when they do speak, thinking without speaking about what they're saying. Very much the opposite of the energy of the Queen of Swords, where they put a lot of thought into what they say. Their delivery just isn't the best. What connects you guys is the Six of Swords. So when you guys are doing really well, there's a really good balance of give and take. I think that when you're doing really well, you guys are very considerate of one another. Now, it does look like you guys are going to be getting back together. However, what stands out is that we have the Three of Swords. So there's still some heartache that really needs to be worked on, some more processing, introspection, and reflection. And I think that this applies to both of your parts. Now, we do have the Fool, so this is a reminder that whatever happened in the past, I think, needs to be left into the past so that you can move forward. And we do have the Ace of Cups, so it looks like, this is a situation that could be rebuilt, that there's still a strong foundation to this relationship that could be worked on and rebuilt. So, with that said, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me at mantraflowtarot@gmail.com. Thanks, you guys.